Hello, it's Susan Stirewalt, and I wanted to choose the option of doing a video this week instead of a post just to change things up. I really enjoyed getting to be with my classmates on Tuesday night and discuss how we can be fully present with the children and help them to know that they have our full attention and we can show them that we're here and we hear them and that we care. So my idea, I shared in class, but I also have another variation. You can do it in a group. This is a game called Telestrations for ages 8 plus, and I've come up with a way to adapt it to play therapy. If you had a group of students, you could take this wheel of feelings and have a person identify some feeling that they're feeling. We'll just take, for example, anxious. And so you have these Telestrations sketchbooks. It's kind of like the game of telephone. So the first person will write the secret word, and they will write anxious. And pass this on to the next person. So each person will choose a feeling, each person will write the word, pass it on to the next person. The next person gets this word, anxious, and they have to sketch it. So I'm going to draw what anxious might feel like. I'm not great at drawing, but there it is. Then it gets passed on to the next person in the circle, and that person has to take that picture and guess what on earth is that feeling. And that person might say, that looks like someone's maybe confused. And then you pass it on to the next person, so on and so forth, and then it would eventually get back to the original person, and they would see that the last word might be something completely different than what they had written. And at the end of the game, we could discuss, the facilitator could say, describe what may cause someone to have that particular feeling. What might cause someone to feel anxious? And then after hearing from the group members, we could also, then the facilitator could then say, sometimes other people don't understand our feelings or they mistake how we're feeling. Has that happened to you? And allow time for sharing at the end. So use the Telestrations game as a way to discuss feelings. Now I thought of another way to adapt this if you just were one-on-one with a child, and thought about using my friend here, Yardley. Now, Yardley, his name is Yardley because he's a dog who doesn't get to leave his yard. He has to stay in his yard. He doesn't get to understand the world, so sometimes he only understands things from his perspective. So he sometimes needs a little help. So the game one-on-one could go with Yardley, pick out a feeling on the feelings wheel to write down. And Yardley would take his marker and he would draw. Here, Yardley, you need to hold it like that. He needs a little help. There we go. Is that better? Yes. Okay. So Yardley, how are you feeling today? All right. He is going to look at the feelings wheel, and he's going to draw a picture. And of course, he has ears because he's a dog. And he's going to draw his picture. Yardley, can you show us the picture? There it is. So how do you think Yardley's feeling? And you could discuss it, and the child could kind of guess, and then we could continue the conversation. And then Yardley, since Yardley can't talk, he can only draw pictures. Yardley, tell us why you feel this way. Are you feeling sad? And he says, no, he's not feeling sad. Well, that looks sad in the picture. Tell us more about this story. And maybe Yardley could draw a couple other pictures. And it could be this. And we could just let the children guess what his pictures mean and just kind of still allow the child to lead while Yardley is sharing his emotions. But it could still be a collaborative way for the child to share feelings and what some of these pictures might mean. So that's another way that you can use this game of Telestrations in play therapy. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you on the other posts.